Ha, this guy's toast.
So the first interaction is pretty straightforward. Mo Lurker's battle cry triggered twice, but keep in mind his battle cry only sets the target for his death rattle. You're essentially setting it twice, which is why when Mo Lurker dies again, it only summons the one copy. In Hearthstone, whenever a minion dies, it loses all individuality, which is why when you bring back with something like N'Zoth or Resurrect, it comes back as a base minion. As accordingly, if you bring back Mo Lurkers, it doesn't remember the minions it killed with its battle cry, which is why, if you kill them, they won't summon anything. Now the stealing interaction is a bit more interesting. Usually with death rattles, it works on a friendly and enemy system, like Fiery Bat or Anubis Sentinel. But with Mo Lurker, it works on a player system, as in it remembers which player has the minions. So when Mo Lurker dies, it actually remembers where to summon it. Because Sylvanas is a popular minion, and if Mo Lurker is going to see play, you definitely have to know that just because Mo Lurker swap places, doesn't mean the Sylvanas he killed is also going to swap places. So this is where things get kind of weird. In the final 3 interactions, we showed off Unearthed Raptor, Mirror Entity, and Faceless Manipulator, with Unearthed Raptor being the only one able to copy the Death Rattle successfully. Now this is really weird because in the past we've seen Faceless Manipulator make copies of minions almost perfectly, but in this case it can't do it. And initially, I thought, maybe there's a bug with Mo Lurker, or maybe it requires Mo Lurker to actually kill a minion with his battle cry for the death rattle to work. But that's not really true when you consider the fact that Unearthed Raptor is able to copy the death rattle and summon the minion successfully. So something is definitely weird. And then I found out the problem isn't with Mo Lurker, or with Unearthed Raptor, or necessarily with Faceless Manipulator. The problem is the way these minion copies are created. When you play Faceless Manipulator on a minion with Death Rattle, it doesn't really copy that Death Rattle directly. Instead, it generates a generic version of that Death Rattle and applies it to itself. And for the most part, this works perfectly because a Loot Hoarder's Death Rattle will be the same as any other Loot Hoarder's Death Rattle. It's just that with Mo Lurker, it's the first ever dynamic Death Rattle. It changes based on its battle cry. Now keep in mind, Unearthed Raptor doesn't fit this bill because Unearthed Raptor only has a battle cry and it gains a death rattle through its battle cry. But with Mo Lurker, it's defined as a death rattle minion. It comes with a death rattle. Except the death rattle changes based on the battle cry. So what's happening is Faceless Manipulator is copying the generic part of the death rattle. It's not copying the whole thing. And to illustrate my point, here's Mo Lurker with Unearthed Raptor and a Faceless Manipulator on the Unearthed Raptor. So as you guys saw, the Unearthed Raptor that was created through Faceless Manipulator didn't summon a Wisp while the original one did. Meaning cards that are designed to copy minions will not be able to copy Mo Lurker's Death Rattle correctly. And this is just my opinion, but I do think this qualifies as a bug. But there's definitely room for discussion. I know some of you might feel that this is actually a normal behavior. Until we get official notice from Blizzard, I guess it's open for debate. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Is it a bug? Is it inconsistent behavior? Or is it working just as designed? Thanks for watching. Blizzard, please send my check to the mail. And I love all of you. I need some toast. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey, lights out.